Dermatology is having their birthday sale this week. It started on the 6th and it's ending on the 9th. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this today, which is the 8th, or the 9th, but this is your last chance. And I didn't have the opportunity to shoot this video because we've been having weather. Yesterday I took Grace out for a walk and I thought it was going to be fine, and thunder and lightning, you know that song, and rain. And a couple of days we had a eucalyptus tree trimmer and grinder, and I just wasn't able to do it. So I thought the best way to go about it this time is to put this stuff on. Now, I will post right here a video I did on dermatology products, a lot of them, where I talked about the ingredients and what those ingredients do. If you love that kind of in detail information, no reason to shoot it again, it's already there. I think I'm even wearing the same shirt. Let's just do my skincare. Down below, I'll list those other videos so you can see what's gonna work for you. So I washed my face a little bit ago. I did a little bit of massage. I didn't want to do my zip today because I did it yesterday, and I haven't done a facial massage in months. But it's been about 20 minutes and my skin's feeling dry and a little parched. So first I want to get it a little damp, and this is not from Dermatology. This is Zicosis, and it's their spray serum, really fine mist. And if your skin is a little bit damp, it will better absorb your serums. But we don't want it to be wet, just damp. So that's my first step. One thing I really like about Dermatology is most of their products that I have taken a look at for the face are very rich in peptides and very rich in skin communicators and skin identicals, and those are both great. Also, I love the fact that Dermatology isn't killing you with their packaging. Do you know what I mean? It's not fancy, but it does have that kind of basic look that can be super, super chic. And they don't kill you with fragrance. Fragrance and packaging cost money, and you're paying higher prices to buy things that don't have anything to do with your skin. Packaging doesn't make your skin nicer, and fragrance not only does it make your skin look nicer, but for some people it's sensitizing. So my next step is vitamin C, E, and ferulic. And I love this stuff. And one of the things I love about this is I don't do a full dropper. I feel that I don't have to do a hyaluronic acid serum because there's hyaluronic acid in here, and you can feel how comforting this is. It's not thick. You saw how watery it was, but when I put it on the face, it feels like it's a little bit of a cushion. C goes on first because it's an active, and I want it to get in there. It's an antioxidant. It fights those free radicals, and the free radicals, which are caused by sun exposure, pollution, whatever, they're around all of us. Those kind of destroy your skin, and that's why antioxidants are so great, and vitamin C is proven. It has so many studies behind it about how effective it is. Again, I have some moisture. One of my favorite tricks is sometimes when I put on more than one serum, I'll do something like this. It doesn't have to be this. It can be any essence that has a thin quality to it. I've been using Neogen for years, but I'm out, and I don't want to buy it again because I have so many others that I haven't finished. Now I'm going to go on with the needleless serum, also thin, but there's a little bit of something going on there, a little bit heavier than the C, and this is their biggest seller. It has some fabulous ingredients. Again, check my other video. I'm not overdoing it with this, but that's why I'm kind of patting, and as I pat you can see my face is getting red, but that's just the blood coming to the surface. I do want to get my neck a little bit though, so I'm just going to load this up a little bit more. Okay. Now, moisturizer. If you've watched my videos before, my skincare videos, you know that my skin is on the drier side. It's not tight and it's not flaky unless I've overdone it with my Tret, but I like to layer a thin, more watery moisturizer and then put on something heavier on top of it that locks everything in. And Dermatology is not the only thing I use on my skin, but it's kind of become my foundation for everything. I use this stuff every single day. And then I have my liquid gold that I use very often, but I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break from it right now. I have other things that I use very consistently, and then I have a lot of things that I have for just in case. I'm going to need this if this happens, if I'm feeling really dry, if I'm feeling this, that, the other thing, I'm feeling very sensitive, my skin can be sensitive, so I have a whole arsenal, but this stuff is in my program consistently. Before I go on with my moisturizer, I first want to do my eye cream because the moisturizer will provide a barrier, not allowing the good stuff in this to get there. And this is the Advanced Eye Cream, which I am obsessed with, and I will post right here the video I did recently of how I help my under eye darkness, and this is it. It has vitamin K, and vitamin K, you only need a little bit. Vitamin K helps to strengthen your blood vessels. So a lot of us have darkness, more so than when we were younger, and that's because the skin under the eyes is quite thin, and it gets thinner as we get older. And as we get older, these vessels and capillaries get weaker, and they can expand and they can leak, and that leads to darkness. I'm going to do just a teeny bit more because it also helps with puffiness. And I'm always puffy. I mean, I think some of it is just fat pads, but this seems to help it. Not as well as their eye pads, which I love, but pretty nicely. Takes a few minutes, but I've definitely noticed a difference in puffiness when I do this. Be really gentle. And now I can go on with my moisturizer. So their collagen, oh, I left it in the other room. Comes in a jar. I'm going to put the name right here. It comes in a jar, and you would think it was very heavy and thick, but it's not, and it would be appropriate to use that right now. But I'm going to use the Water Cream Moisturizer, which you don't need a lot. Don't go ham on this, or you'll have enough to do your chest, your upper arms, and your neck. That will probably be enough for me. And it looks thick, it doesn't look watery, but it feels watery. It just feels like hydration. So when you have hyaluronic in a skin product, hyaluronic acid attracts water, but it doesn't care where the water is coming from. So if you have hyaluronic on your face and there's no moisture in the air, it will pull the moisture from your skin and make you look drier. And right now, even though it rained the other day, I do live in Los Angeles, and we have a more arid kind of atmosphere. So hyaluronic acid for me needs to be sandwiched with something that has good water content, and this does. And it feels so refreshing and lovely. If you have oily skin, this might be all you need. Honestly, you might not need anything else. It doesn't have an emollient feeling to it, but there's also not alcohol in it. It's almost like a cloud cream, but not as stiff and without the alcohol. And then I finish up with the Soothe Recovery Cream. Now this sounds like this is a heavy-duty, windburned, eczema, big issue solver, but honestly, I wear this at night, almost every night now. And then I'll go on with my Augustinus Bader over it. At night, I like to do my actives, like most of us, and just pound on moisture, hydration, all of it, because I'm a side sleeper. It's not all going to stay there. Just a little bit. And this is, see, it's like Stiff Peaks. So a couple of months ago, I put this on during the day, and I thought, is this going to be too much for the day? And it wasn't, you guys. If you're really dry, you're going to love this. It will lock in all of the goodness, including the hydration, the moisture. And it's not emollient greasy. It doesn't make your skin feel greasy, which I think we all appreciate, even if we have dry skin. For me, I don't mind feeling greasy, using a couple of drops of oil at night, but during the day I don't want to because I use a really shiny sunscreen. So let's talk about their sunscreens. They have, I think, 3, and I have tried 2, and they are beautiful and they're really well priced. You get so much more product in their sunscreens than anybody else, like twice the amount. For me, however, I think I might have one over here. I find that it's a little too dark for me. It is tinted, both of them are tinted, Both of them are a little too dark for me. I can wear them in the summertime, just do that and nothing else. But right now, I'm pretty red, one, and I'm pretty light, two. So I'm not going to use it, but they have beautiful sunscreens. They have a mineral, and then they have one that is not a mineral, that's a chemical. I think technically that's not what it's called. I think technically the mineral is called a chemical. I don't know. I understand. Let me go get the HPR. Hold on. I'm back, and you know what? I got my other stuff. So this is the cream I was telling you about, and I do feel a little bit dry. Now, even though the Soothe and Recovery is kind of thick, I do want a little bit more emollients. So I'm just going to take this. It does look like, oh, it's creamy, it's going to be heavy. I just don't find that to be the case. It's like Cool Whip. And that was a little too much, but I just feel like I need it. It feels so good on the skin. So that is for night, but I use it during the day. The HPR is a little bit thicker than the Advanced Night Cream. The Advanced Night Cream is more hydrating, and I do need hydration, so I'll put this on first, and then I'll go on with this. But I feel this company really excels. I mean, I have it on, so I may as well do it. For the under eyes. They really are good under eye company. Now, I was going to go on with this new product of theirs, the Luminous Eye Corrector, which is insane. I did a video where I included this. I'm going to post it here. Highly recommend. It has SPF in it. And I'm somebody who doesn't get my SPF under my eyes because when I smile, everything goes up, and it always gets in my eyes. Always. Always, always, always. But this sets up and it doesn't move. So when I smile, it doesn't get into my eyes. And it's in 3 shades. I have the medium shade. It's a beautiful corrector. On days where it's a no makeup look, where I'm using something with hardly any coverage, this works really well under my eyes instead of having full coverage under the eyes and then the rest of the face you still see my redness. This is great for that. It's a great primer for under the eyes, and it's great for the lids. I love this product. I really, really think they knocked this one out of the park. So get this at 30% off. These are their 3 eye products that are so, so, so delicious. So I did pull out a couple of other things. I do have one of their sunscreens. It's a universal tinted moisturizer. It's still in its wrapping. I'm not going to do it because it's a little too dark for me. And then 2 other honorable mentions. The Hydration Booster 10X. It is a serum. It could easily be in a dropper situation. It's a lovely hyaluronic acid serum. Really like that a lot. And the C5. So I mentioned to you, oh, this is the neck cream. Ooh, let's do that. Neck cream more for evening than the day for me. And I have to tell you, I'm just not that disciplined. It's a beautiful product, but I tend to just bring everything down to my neck at night and during the day, but I'm not doing it today. So I can't say, yeah, I used this for a month and I saw an incredible difference, but it's super, super moisturizing and lovely. But I was mentioning that I am a little sensitive right now. If I did an acid at night or in the morning, the next day, instead of going on with the vitamin C, I go on with this called vitamin C5. Now this is fragrance. It's the only product I've tried of theirs that is. It smells really nice. And it's actually super moisturizing. It is lightweight, and yet it packs a moisturizing, comforting touch. So I still get my antioxidants, but I'm not going to get something as strong. It's a different kind of C. It's not as active, let's say that. So I still want to get my C in my program, but my skin's feeling a little ouchy. That's what I do. And it has kind of a rose scent. It's odd. I just said nothing is scented here, and I forgot about that. It's the only thing that's scented. Anyway, you guys, these are my picks. These are the things, like I said, I have things that I don't use every day from Dermatology and other companies, but they serve a purpose. The C5 is one of them. The Hydration Booster is another one. I don't feel that I need that much because I feel I'm getting enough in the serum for the needleless serum and the C serum for my hyaluronic, and 2 kinds of moisturizers, 3 under eye products, and a partridge in a pear tree. And yeah, you guys, enjoy the sale. That's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really hope it was helpful, and I hope you come again. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and I'm wishing you good health.